Joe Coy, you're not going to believe this.
Hi, pal.
What?
Bonnie McFarlane is officially an hour and 6 minutes
An hour and
late.
6 minute late.
That's not even late.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not here.
That's a no
That's
show.
what that is.
That's a no show.
Right.
Yeah, cancel.
Thank God for you.
No, that's disrespectful.
It is. You wouldn't disrespect us like that.
No.
No.
We're
I
not
was
sure if
6 minutes early.
Bonnie, what makes you think
Late.
you could just do... I mean,
Late. That's
it's
disrespectful.
an hour and 6 minutes.
When you come in an hour and 6 minutes late, you don't smile.
no,
That's
this
right.
is
You,
Joe's
you
time.
come in with a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something sad happened.
Yeah.
Make us believe
It's
it.
Rich Voss.
What happened?
Why are you so late?
I thought
so
it was
late.
9. I honestly thought I was just 6 minutes late.
No. You're
Yeah.
66 minutes late.
Yeah. So
Oh, wait a minute, wait
it's
a minute.
unacceptable.
So, Bonnie, you're actually 2 times late. Because you're even late for the
Yes,
hour
I'm
that you
late.
thought you were supposed to be here.
I thought I was
So
supposed
that
to be
sucks.
here at 9:07.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're early for your
Hey,
9:07.
You're on time.
Yeah. How come you thought you were an hour late? Was it a miscommunication or was it your
I
fault?
saw on Twitter people were like, "Where are you?" Then I went back and looked at the text, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Ah.
I did read it wrong."
Okay.
Okay. We were going to get rolling, but it's your fault.
Yeah,
It's my
it is.
fault.
It's your fault.
I mean,
Well,
I think you should still get rolling. You know what I mean?
Well, this one
Like-
was not on him. The whole hour we had for you. So,
He
Joe,
could've-
welcome to the
this
show.
morning when I
man, thank
texted
you.
him, been like, "Remember, it's 8 o'clock." You know, that's what
You mean like you do
producers
for like a small child?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's really what we are.
I guess so.
As comedians, we're just small children, aren't we? Though.
That's good. I'm glad you went deep to start.
Yeah.
All right, leave me
good
alone.
stuff.
I'm here, aren't I?
Wait, you can't come in with attitude.
Can
Yeah.
you believe that?
God, man, that is good.
Yeah.
Misdirection. What are you, a magician? Wow. I feel like you got here early now.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky to have me at
Yeah.
all.
I do appreciate you guys having me on.
I like the attitude.
It's our pleasure.
I like that.
I
It's
do.
our
I
pleasure.
really do. I'm a surly fuck, but
Right.
I like that you guys had me on.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad that you're both here. I mean, last time Joe Coy did the show that was in Montreal,
Yeah.
and you ended up
With
getting into a fight with Bob because
Kelly.
Into a fight.
you wanted to
No.
call him Bob,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was like, "You can't."
Oh, you mean
Bob
Robert?
who?
You mean
Robert.
Yeah,
Robert
yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Oh.
Robert.
Bob gets a little surly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. That was the best
That was a
10
real
minutes of my
fight?
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
it was-
it wasn't a fight. It was
No.
just an
Can
argument.
we
It was a
hear
lot
it?
of fun.
Is this the kind of show where people like there's somebody behind the scenes,
Like a request line?
Bonnie,
looking up?
It was
stuff?
a minor disagreement, but it was entertaining.
you
Yeah.
Very
show up
entertaining.
like an hour and 10 minutes late, and then you just want us to play a clip from an old show.
It's actually a fair suggestion.
I feel like you don't have.
Hey, how did Bonnie do on the show? Man, she requested some of the greatest shows.
Bonnie, are we starting to figure out that maybe it wasn't our fault that you lost your radio show? If these are your instincts,
Do you want to really go back and do this?
Yeah. It was
Come
Sam.
on.
It was
Come
me.
on.
Yeah.
It was Sam.
It was.
bet
me.
it was.
It was. It was. 100%.
Do we have that thing or no?
What, the Bob Kelly? No,
Yeah, no,
I
I'd
don't
love to
think
hear
we just
one
have
line
it
of
on
it.
standby.
No. Can we grab it? I would love to hear one line of that.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find it.
Because it was just Bob's.
Oh, now
initial-
that it's his idea, it's a great idea.
Well, I didn't say it was a great idea. That's
Jim,
why.
you're a genius.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
go
man.
back and grab it. 'Cause I forgot about that.
Actually, not a bad idea, Jim. A little history never hurt anybody.
No.
Yeah. And the Emmy goes to with best selection of an old show.
Sure.
Jim Norton.
It was
That's right.
a fun clip.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Well, welcome, Joe.
I'm so happy here.
What's
Welcome,
been happening
Bonnie.
in your life,
Why are you?
Samantha?
What do you
Why
mean?
do you have a beard? What
Yeah.
happened? What's
With-
going on?
His hair is just wrapping around from the back and coming
It's
up
funny.
the front.
Right.
Your beard is the hair you've always wanted on your head.
That's right.
You know.
That's
It's
right.
like a perfect consistency, whereas up top, not so good.
Not as good. But that's what you have to do. As you have to make a
Sure.
choice. You either have to start letting it grow, or you bring it down because it's
Right.
not going to be up anymore,
Right.
or you get the weird hair plugs, and that can end in disaster.
Yeah, that's bad.
Did you shave
So-
yours off before? Were you losing it, or did you just got rid of it?
No, I just shaved it
He
because
had
I
a
was
full
losing it in
head
the
of
back.
hair,
In the
and he
back.
said, "You know what?
Yeah,
Some
I got
guys
friends.
do.
I
I've
got
done it.
friends that do that.
Yeah.
Full head of hair and they shave it. They'd rather be bald.
I've kept my hair very, very short, and I've had a full hair. It's thinned a little bit, but I did this long before it thinned.
Right.
I like it like
Why?
this.
Oh,
I just like it.
oh,
I have cowlicks too.
oh.
You do.
It's like shit.
It's too much to
Yeah.
do in the morning.
No, it's fucking horrible. My hair when I have hair stinks.
Do you look like shit when you have hair?
I do. Yeah, I do. I look worse. Worse with hair.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
You're as handsome as you've ever been. You know
It's
that,
not
right?
really. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll
That's
take that
nice.
nicely.
That was
Yeah.
very nice.
You could take it as a compliment.
It
I'm
is
not-
a compliment.
Yeah.
She means it well.
Yeah.
She would never insult me.
Bald. Bald seems
You
like
know me.
Yeah.
Bald seems like an easy lifestyle.
Bald is just good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I don't have
I
to
mean,
worry
normally
about
I
fucking
find it
hairstyles
repulsive,
and
but
any
on
of
you
that
guys,
shit.
it's fantastic.
But you have to. I mean,
Your husband has a full head of a good. That's one thing. Voss has a good head of hair.
But he wears a
And a
hat
great-
all the time.
he
What's he
does.
doing?
Yeah, well, there's nothing under it. But I mean, he's a good head of hair.
he's a good hair.
Grass doesn't grow on a busy street. Have you ever heard that saying?
No,
right, I
I've
get
heard
that.
you have a plump ass. How come you can't take more of this?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
You're
That's
asking
in a
my
fortune cookie.
comments I've heard about my ass. That's
a
the
non
one.
sequitur.
No, grass doesn't grow.
I swear to God, I thought you said ass doesn't grow on a busy street. I didn't get it.
Oh, I
Asses
thought
don't grow.
It was actually
Asses
funny
don't
that you went
I
completely
apologize.
in a weird direction.
I totally misunderstood you. I really thought she said that.
Yeah, and you're like, no. What about anal sex? Well, what? I thought we were talking about.
Well, I never heard that expression.
Hey,
What?
this is a busy street. I'm ready for some anal sex.
I know.
It didn't
You
make
never
sense.
heard of that?
It didn't
That's
make
why
sense.
I wear a hat.
Right.
I went with it.
I think what Bonnie was trying to say was because Rich is stupid, he has a full head of hair. Was that?
Yeah.
Was that?
No,
the...
I understand. No,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
You get metaphors.
I do. But you're right, Jim. If she had said ass doesn't grow, that would have made
That would have
absolutely
been a
no
very
sense
good improv.
whatsoever.
But I
But
went.
had I not known that you misheard me, I still thought it was a funny, mislead,
Oh, thank
weird
you.
thing to just say.
Yeah, I
that.
couldn't take credit for it like I meant it to be that
Yeah, you
like that
should have
clever.
just went with it.
No. Honesty is the key. To
You
this.
ever do that? You do a joke and the audience laughs really loud, and then you do the tag and they realize what you meant and they stop laughing. You know, you're like, oh, they thought something completely different.
Oh, so like your misdirect just completely doesn't work.
Well, like I think I'm making a joke about something, they're misreading it, they're
Right.
laughing really hard. Then you do the tag, you clear everything up for everybody, and then they're like, "Oh no!"
Like you'll do
So that
something
wasn't the
like
joke I thought it was.
Yes.
you do something like and Trump is stupid. They laugh and then you tag it with, "Don't you hate the Jews?"
yeah.
You're like,
Oh,
no,
What?
wait,
No,
what?
I-
No, it's
No, I
not
don't
right.
feel that
Yeah,
way at all.
Yeah.
No, it's not it.
Is that where we were going?
We didn't know you were
that
going
was
there.
the joke.
Yeah.
What kind of
That
tag
was
is
the joke
that?
that I was doing.
Can I take back the laughs from before? 'Cause I
Yeah.
didn't realize.
That was
Or it's just a
weird.
bad
road that
tag.
we were on.
Sometimes a bad tag will ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those.
Meaning like the joke itself works.
Works, and then you just get greedy.
Right.
Yeah.
I've gotten greedy many times, and I'm like, oh, and you can feel the steam coming, just the energy drain.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even finish the tag. You get halfway and you're like, I know.
Because it feels cheesy. It feels like an 80s TV trick. Like,
Yeah.
hey, live at the improv. I don't know, like clever tag. And like they kind of believed that there was a live moment happening, and then your tag just wrecks it.
Yeah. Oh, it was written.
Yeah.
Right. This is.
Yeah.
That sucked.
So you feel that like as you're doing the tag, you're going, "Oh no, I have much less gas than I thought."
You
I
feel the
did.
life
This is-
drain.
This is
Yeah.
escaping.
Yeah, the air comes out of the balloon.
Right.
It's humiliating.
I should have left him wanting more, and there's no place for me to go now.
Don't
No.
worry, Sam. You're asking all the right questions, and you still won't learn anything about comedy. All these
was
years
good.
later, I think the pattern's presented itself.
Hey, if you want to learn about comedy, you got to study it.
You got to go on every night, 10,000 hours, man.
A guy tried to play chess. The 10,000 hours guy tried to learn chess and play a grandmaster. There was, or not 10,000 hours. What was the guy who wants to do every task? Does nobody know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, I know 10,000 hours. I mean, the first
There's an
place I read
expression, yeah.
10,000 hours was Malcolm Gladwell said it.
Well, he co-opted it. I guess.
Co-opted.
He didn't originate that idea.
Well, he probably
He didn't?
credited it. You know,
Did he
he
credit
No,
it?
I don't think so.
Really?
I'm not sure,
Who
but,
did he
but
co-opt it
everybody gives him credit for it, and it wasn't him. It was a Middle Eastern scholar. No, I don't know who it was.
But he writes these books, and there's all kinds of references in the back.
It's always maybe
Like he cites these things.
Okay,
People
so
just
he
don't look up the
probably-
citations.
Okay, sure, you got me there.
He popularized
Well,
it.
he doesn't know if he actually did that or not. He's just saying he might have.
I know, and I'm giving him credit for saying he might have.
Yeah, we don't know. Nobody knows.
It is possible.
I give him credit for being on the fence on even.
How's your podcast?
Oh, it's good, man. It's really good, man. That turned real quick.
I
Real
meant to ask you.
Yeah, man. It's been great.
Right.
Thank you, man.
Now the ass growing thing actually starts to make sense. You're like, okay, this is just how we
Yeah,
drive.
I just thought of it. I wanted to ask
This is where we go.
Because I've done it. I've never done Bonnie's.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't have had you on.
I did it
right?
while I was on Sirius. It was with radio shows.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a marriage counselor once? You
Yeah.
never
Oh,
were?
that was the podcast
Yes,
show. I
yeah.
love their show. I mean, that show is is phenomenal.
Right.
It's very funny.
You're talking about My Wife Hates Me.
Uh-huh.
And what's the name of Joe Coy's podcast?
It's just Koi Pond.
Koi Pond.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
It's so
Oh,
fun.
that's
It's a
a
play
play
on
on
your name.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
man.
that. I love wordplay.
Mhm.
You do a lot of that in your set.
I do a lot of that. Yeah, man.
The puns and
Koi
stuff.
Pond.
Why?
koi
Why do I
pond.
show up? No one likes me. I'm an asshole.
No,
Yeah, I
we
was
all
just
like
thinking
you.
that.
Because you're perceptive about how people feel about you. That's why you
Right.
show up.
Yeah. Bonnie's
hit it
main
now.
strength is her self-awareness.
Yeah.
I know. It's like as soon as I start talking, I go. I'm annoyed with myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I get that.
No.
I'm obnoxious.
No.
I understand. You're so used to you're a nice guy, Joe.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy.
You're nice to people. You don't.
When the venom comes out, the venom comes out.
Can we
Right.
find the Bobby clip?
Yeah.
It's right here. We have it.
Oh, do we have the moment?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want
yeah.
to see?
This is
Yeah, because
funny.
I will say that. Yeah, I've always known Joe to be like a nice guy.
Very a nice, mellow dude. Always, when we did Chelsea lately, he was always a good guy to be on panel with. Just a fun guy.
And I a lot of times when I see like a nice guy comedian, I go, this is strange because all the comedians that I know are just miserable and saying awful things about each other, and it's just
to you. You should say they're miserable to me.
to me.
Right. Among each
You're
other,
right.
we laugh and trade jokes.
That needed a citation. Miserable
When
to
we're out
me.
there by ourselves, it's all good times.
We hang out.
Pats on
We
the backs.
help each other with our acts. Little writing sessions.
I've seen that on TV shows. That really happens.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll bounce a joke off Joe, and he'll go, "Hey, why don't you try this?" And then he'll do one, and we break out our notebooks and create.
The comedy green room is just a magic
It's a
place.
really great place of helping and sharing.
But it's moments like this when you go, oh,
That's right.
Joe is just trying to be a nice guy, but the moment confrontation rears its ugly head,
I
he's
can't
been
wait to
waiting
see
for this for the
Yeah.
whole time.
Oh, it's in him. It's always been there.
Yeah. Go for it, Joe.
Joe Coy.
Joe
How are you, buddy?
Coy just popped in.
Yeah,
Maybe
Rich
fast
wants
forward
some
like
narcs. Hi, buddy.
2 minutes.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I love this. It's filled with chocolate, Bobby. When can I call you Bobby? My whole time I've known you, it's fucking Robert. You're a dick. Everyone
is
else
true.
gets to call him Bobby.
That is true.
What a dick, right?
Yeah.
And he does it in front of me, too. He's like, yeah, you know, and everyone's like, hey, Bobby. And I'm like, well, fuck, when do I get to call you Bobby?
You can call me Bobby anytime you want, you fucking weirdo. It's
Thank
up
you.
to you. Don't walk around going,
I'm the weirdo. My name is Joe. I tell everyone to call me fucking Joe.
what else are they going to call you, fuckface?
You call him Bobby Robert.
Bob,
Joe came in a little salty, but Bob really hit back hard with real anger.
But Bob, can I just say Bobby or Robert or
Yeah.
whatever we wants to go by?
How about Bobbert?
Rob. He was being aggressive but positive towards you. He was like, "Call me whatever the fuck you want."
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, but then he called him a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo. Yeah, you turn the light switch on, man. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Right. And he started also leaning in the body language.
Joe did call him a dick first, but it was like the way, come on, you dick, when can I call you?
That's just like bros being bros,
yeah.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, like, everyone he said, it's like, it'll be a group of us, and, like, everyone's calling him Bobby, and it's
Right.
like,
No,
hey,
I'm Robert to you.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know me
Hi.
like that.
Hi,
Right.
Robert.
Right.
Yeah, Bob got very salty back.
Well, let's see.
All right.
Fuck you.
Bobby, Robert, Bobby.
No,
Bobby
if
with
you're going to
an
go
IE.
by Bobby, fucking go by Bobby, asshole.
You got one name,
Have you met my
fucking
friend
idiot.
over here, Jerry Norton, dick?
He probably draws better than
here's,
Jim Norton.
Here's Samantha over here.
Listen, scientist face.
Bonnie, do you have any you have
Don't say-
observations to make here?
Is this within the first like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
Joe
You
just-
sitting down.
Yeah, Joe just sat down.
So Bobby, listen, we're here.
I know you're friends with
I know
him.
you're going to start yelling at me any second.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the way you are.
Bobby has little
Um,
child legs and those dumb
But
shorts.
Bobby is saying, "Call me this, call me that, call me this, call me that," and you're the one who's like, "All I want to."
Bonnie, you're
call
an
you
hour
is
and 6
Bobby.
minutes late.
That's a good point.
Let's just remember that.
It's not your
okay?
show. You have no jurisdiction on that.
He will pick up on weaknesses, though. He's like, you can't come back from that, Bonnie. So you're trying to point out something in the argument, and he's like, "Fuck you, you were
Yeah,
late."
he's like deflecting with the something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is correct, though.
You were late. An hour and 6 minutes is a
Sorry, yeah.
tremendous amount.
Yeah, that's a lot
to
of
be
time.
late.
If you were doing the Tonight Show, you would have missed the entire show.
I like how you're comparing yourself to the Tonight Show.
Of course we are. You're lucky you can get on one of those things.
Thank you guys for having me.
It's
I
a
really
pleasure to have you
appreciate
here.
it.
I'm glad
I
to.
really
I'm
do.
glad
I heard
you're
you
here.
did well on Fallon.
I had fun on Fallon. Yeah.
You can't compliment yourself.
I fucking killed it, guys. You know the gal from. Do you want to finish this? Or
No,
I'll
the
tell
gal
story?
from where?
From what's that show on Amazon?
Finish this.
The Amazing Mrs. Maples or something.
Maisel, I think, yeah.
She
Alex
plays a
Borstein?
comedian.
Is that who it is? Alex Borstein?
No.
From she's on the show.
No,
Yeah.
the one that plays the
comedian.
the
I
comedian
see.
on the show. She didn't seem that excited to meet me, which I thought was weird. I thought she'd be like, "Wow."
Why?
Well,
Sam.
listen, I'll explain it like that. Who's the guy who played Spider-Man? He was on the show Garfield.
That was
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew-
However, Tobey Maguire in the earlier films
Andrew
was
Garfield was on the show, and let's say
Ah.
that he, after talking to Jimmy, came backstage and the real Spider-Man was there. You think he's gonna be like, "No, not right now."
I
He's
see.
gonna meet the real fucking Spider-Man.
I see. So you're saying since I'm a lady comic, you should be bowing down to me right now.
You should
I'm
be
what you're
like,
portraying.
Yes, you
I
should
see.
be like, "Let me get in here and fucking find out everything I can find out."
Did she pick your brain for tips?
She took a quick photo.
I mean,
That's it.
they already, I mean, they're doing tremendously well. I don't think she's at the point now where she's like, she's past character study.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
were you there or were you a little late? Maybe you missed that opportunity.
I know.
Maybe you were 6 minutes late.
Oh, I thought I just had to be here when the show started. No,
Oh, my
no.
bad, Jimmy.
No.
I thought you said 10.
I went into her dressing room and it was huge. A person playing a comedian gets a huge dressing room. The real deal
Right.
gets
Doesn't.
a shitty little dressing
Well, yeah,
room.
but the person playing the comedian is like super popular. You know,
And the real comedian.
You know, a lot of people watching, a lot of eyes,
Hey,
a lot of eyes. Like Joe Coy is a comedian, right?
I've heard that.
He probably gets the big dressing room.
He's a wordplay comedian of the year.
He is.
Yeah, that's my shtick. Wordplay.
Did you say stick?
Shtick.
I never heard it.
Shtick.
You gotta shush it up.
Let's go back to. Should we go back to the name argument?
Yes, I would love to.
Seems
see
like
it.
it's bringing
It's
out the
almost
best
done.
in everybody.
Yeah. So positive.
Yeah, totally.
Because I look like the after shot of a workout video with you.
That's a good one.
That's a real good
joke
one.
I did already, fucking asshole. I wasn't here, asshole, so it's mine. No, you were right here, shit dick. I did it in front of you. Don't bring me into idiot. Fucking, I will always remember shit dick. That is the best. That is the best.
Oh, now
thing
they're
ever
complimenting
described.
you.
Shit
Yeah.
dick.
That's what pros do.
Yep.
Norton knows about
Yep.
that.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Look at Joe being a professional and diffusing the tension.
Oh, because in my head, I already know I'm winning.
Okay, so you're good.
And then
Yeah,
Bob
yeah,
throws
yeah.
it on me,
Yeah, yeah,
though,
yeah, yeah,
This
to
is
imply
one
that I enjoy homosexual activity.
yeah, yeah.
Which I don't appreciate.
But it's not. It can't.
It's slanderous.
Is it? You know, slanderous means he's lying.
This is like a perfect, though. You could show this to a class, a university or something. I'm Canadian college, and this is how interactions should go. You get mad, then somebody says something funny, then you come around. You
Yeah.
know, that's like comics. They can switch. They can turn on a dime.
And you diffuse, and then everybody's happy again.
But them coming around is usually just a technique while we're thinking.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
look,
yeah,
you know, no, I let's think of the audience when you're like, you guys were a great crowd. No one says that unless we're thinking of
I know.
something. It's a fucking pausing trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you guys are good. Who
Yeah.
cares about that?
Out of all the shows,
They
this one's
do.
the best
Yeah.
one.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
How do I get off of this motherfucker?
Yeah, what am I trying to think of? Where's my next joke? You guys are great.
You never been in
I
front of
did my closer
Yeah.
already, and I still have 10 minutes.
You never been in front of an audience that you're like, these guys are great. I gotta compliment these guys.
I have, but it's usually a technique. It's usually something you're pausing and your mind, the one part of your brain is going, and your mouth is opening, and that garbage is flying out of it just to keep them calm for a second.
Joe, you play like huge rooms now.
Yeah.
What techniques can you do in rooms like that, or do you not even need techniques?
No,
anymore?
I still play it like a club. You know what I mean? Like I always want to change it because you got a lot of people that are coming a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of regulars.
Oh my god!
Really?
Repeating, traveling to see me, and you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I got to change it up. I really do. And it's like it doesn't matter if it's 2,000 or whatever. It's like I see the one person in the front row. It's like fuck, I got to change it.
So they're
That's just
traveling.
me.
They're following you like the
Wait,
Grateful
you
Dead or
recognize
something.
people in your audience?
Yeah, yeah. I got a few like that come. You know, especially if I'm on the East Coast side, they'll
People
swing.
really love wordplay.
What?
Sorry.
Man, I'm sorry. I would have got that if you were here earlier.
Koi pond.
We're just
Coming to the koi pond.
I feel like there is passive aggressiveness building between you're late and you do wordplay stuff.
Yeah.
It just keeps
Yeah, it just keeps
keep
coming.
going back. I don't know.
Keeps coming.
This argument is degenerating into hack and cunt.
All right. I'll do appropriate small talk. Okay, is that
Please
what you
do.
guys want?
Yeah,
No,
please.
it's so
Yeah,
funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please.
And if you want,
or don't talk.
That would work too.
Why
was
small it up? Just shut the fuck up. You don't want small talk. Hey, this is a good pod. A lot of small talk. Such little words coming out of that fucking mouth.
That's another wordplay, by the way.
So what-
Small talk.
Okay, you didn't have to. Bonnie did.
You don't have to explain.
You did, but-
the audience is a lot smarter
You're right.
than that.
You're right, Bonnie. That was.
But that is wordplay.
To Bonnie's credit.
Yeah. Koi pond is
She
wordplay.
did get you. What do you do on the koi pond? Is it just a
Just
interview
fish
show?
around for
Basically
things.
what we're doing here.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? You're
It's just
fishing
the
around
name
for
of the
topics?
show.
Yeah.
It's a fucking name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
who's
then
your
you
co-host?
I got my guy Chase Druso. He's really funny, man. He goes on the road with me. It's a lot of fun, man. I have so much fun on it.
I enjoy it. I
Yeah,
enjoyed.
man.
I did it once when it was in Corolla's studio. Yeah.
I love it, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy when they start coming around. Like, whoa, fuck! You really. I was in Malaysia, and they were like, "Oh, we love you on the koi pond. That's what we listen to." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I didn't think it got outside of L.A. I'm
Right.
like, all right. Cool. Thanks. I had no idea there was a reach like that.
Yeah, you
so.
just started to start it, and then you realize like I'm opening up new audiences just by doing this.
Yeah, Adam's the one that told me. He was like, "Yeah, just do it," and he produces it, and I'm just like, "Okay." I didn't think anything of it, and I was like, "Wow, this thing's really reaching people."
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird when you do it. All of a sudden, you realize that people you're doing a podcast, and people are like, "Wow, they'd rather go see that than the real person."
Yeah. That's crazy. Or no, what did you just say?
Well,
Just
Joe, Jim's having. So Jim has a podcast other than this radio show.
Oh, there's another one?
What's the Chip Chipperson podcast?
and tickets sell faster for that than they do for my shows.
Get the fuck out.
Chip Chipperson is
Humiliating.
becoming really popular,
It's humiliating.
Becoming, it is.
but
right?
it's at
Humiliating.
the expense of Jim Norton. Like people aren't
There's-
going.
It's a seesaw. There's not an equal
Yeah.
rise.
People are picking. They're
One
not
goes
going
up,
like,
one
oh
goes
yeah,
down.
I'm a Jim Norton fan, so I like Chip too. They're like, no, I'm gonna go with Chip, not not Jim.
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah, unfortunately, and it seems like,
Who's Chip? I don't know who this is.
but it's not.
So
is he
you're
a
saying
comic?
the
Yes.
more people go
Okay.
see Chip, the less people go see Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a seesaw in the traditional sense because a seesaw it goes back and forth.
Oh,
it's
no.
like if a big fat person was on one end of a seesaw, and and little handsome Rob was on the other end. It just stays weighted
It's
to
never,
one side.
never going back.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
So is this the end of the argument with Joe and?
You want to go back to
No,
the?
I think this goes
I think
on
it's
for like
done.
15
Oh,
minutes.
does it? Okay, I didn't remember.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but Chris did when I go, what'd you say? He goes, I forget it.
No, I didn't. I did.
Bob, it is on you. If
forgot
somebody's
Chris was
calling you
there.
Robert, because that's the name you're billed as.
Ah, we don't have to
If
go.
somebody, if like a comedian. I just realized that I'm bringing it back to the name thing.
Yeah, you are.
When we had moved on from
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
I don't know
He's
why
trying
I
to
would
keep
do
the
that.
fight going.
I don't know why. That doesn't seem constructive
It's
to a friendship.
understandable.
I don't know why. I apologize for doing that now. You're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, man, that's great.
What is this thing you're hosting tonight, Bonnie? What is Secret Handshake?
Oh, that's a show we do every first Wednesday of every month at the Stress Factory in New Jersey. It's a fun show. It's going to be Mike Vecchione tonight and others.
I'm not helping you. Alex K.
Justin
Hart.
Silver, Alex. I don't know who that one is, but
Why is it called Secret Handshake?
I don't know really. I mean, I've been telling people something, but it's not really true.
What have you been saying?
Because Allie Mae came up with the name, and I just was like, "That's a good name, so let's do it." But I say it's because I can secret handshake in some big acts to come out there. But
Are you talking
What
about?
an awful explanation.
Yeah.
I can secret handshake.
I got my secret handshake and get some people out there.
Yeah.
Who are some of the people that you've gotten through your
Yeah, who are
handshake?
some of the big acts that you've
Chip?
Yeah,
Richard,
Chip, yeah.
Richard
Chip,
Voss.
Chip Chipperson.
Chip Chipperson.
Lyle Chip Chipperson. Yeah.
Who have you gotten?
I don't know.
Richard Voss. She said.
Have you gotten Voss?
Yeah, we got Voss twice.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's cool. And My Wife Hates Me is, of course, the podcast. Is that going gangbusters?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that shit. I have to do it once a week. I fucking do it.
You still don't like it?
I mean, I like doing podcasts and I like doing radio. It's
Right.
just there's something about
Is it
doing
Rich?
it with Rich.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
It's so
get that.
frustrating, which I guess people like. You know.
Yeah.
But I was doing a podcast yesterday, and then they were like, thanks to the fans, and, you know, they were naming certain people. We love the memes you send out. You know, they were really being specific. And I was like, oh, my God, we do none of this. We're not like, why are you listening?
Well, they're building a community. And you stay in a hole of self-deprecation. I
know.
Like I've never seen.
It doesn't work. Doesn't help.
No, of course not. Why?
My podcast has no reach. And if somebody's told me they're from Malaysia listening, I'd be like, what are you doing with your life?
You shouldn't listen to it.
You shouldn't listen to it.
Yeah. Well, it's
different than the koi pond. That he's putting something out that he's proud of.
Right.
Yeah, he likes it.
Well, it's brand new. I'm
always a little embarrassed, to be honest with you.
It's a newish podcast, right? My Wife Hates Me?
Is it? No, it's like, oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
Is that your attempt at sarcasm? Hilarious. No, he really has learned over the years.
Well, no, I didn't realize. I guess you didn't.
You don't
realize
have to do as much work anymore, Jim.
No, I just like to sit back and let
the comedy roll in.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't realize that you would take doing a podcast for 6 years literally as it's brand new. So
that's a good point too.
Yeah.
You didn't. I don't think you used the word brand. I think you said, "Is it new?"
Still. 6 years is not
Bonnie,
new.
you were late. You know.
When you see a 6-year-old, do you say, how old is your baby? No. Say, how old is your kid?
Right. That's to my credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, we have a kid.
Your child.
Is that what
your
you
daughter?
No, I'm talking about the podcast. Our podcast is 6 or 7 years old.
Jim is just
Our podcast just started going to school. And
I'm saying the podcast is not a new podcast. It's an old podcast.
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
It's been around for a long time.
Sure.
When you look at the podcast,
I don't know what a long podcast is. It's been around for about 7 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, when you're in a 13-year marriage, it's
it's half of that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's a long time too, especially with Voss.
Yeah.
I would imagine that it grates on you at times.
I think I'm doing a good job. I'm hanging in.
Hey, did you do a
I think
soft
you're doing
cover?
great.
Did you do a soft cover for your book, or do you only have a hard copy?
No, soft.
So you added to that or no?
What do you mean?
Did you put in new material for the soft cover?
Sometimes no, I didn't do a hard cover. I just did soft cover.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't do hard cover then soft. Okay.
Is this all passive-aggressive insults towards me? I'm
Honestly,
not sure what's
no.
happening anymore. I was late. I apologized. I
don't
made
think
a
that
mistake.
one was an insult. Sometimes Jim just gets
Bourdain
curious
did her
about stuff.
book. You were close with. I don't think I've talked to you since Anthony Bourdain died.
Yeah.
And he did your book, and you were developing something with him, or was it just the book?
Just the book. Yeah, no, I wasn't developing anything with him. Why did Rich say that?
No.
After he died, Rich just starts putting that out.
No, I
something.
misunderstood.
Rich is like, we can't get Bourdain to go to pitches, so obviously. So what if we just say that we were
He was
developing
gonna,
something?
yeah.
We already had something in the works, but what can you do? But if you guys want to pick that up,
That's funny.
it could be a good idea.
I did notice on the video, Sam, the beard is fucking amazing.
Thank you very much.
You
keep that,
like
man.
it? See, we hate it.
Do you?
Who's we?
I think you should
Rob
keep it,
hates
man.
it. I hate it.
Do you
Troy
hate it, Rob? Yeah.
Troy
hate it?
It sucks.
Who else?
Okay.
Travis hates it. Anthony
Who else
hates
hates
it.
it?
We all hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Holy shit. I think
mean,
he's just joining the crew
He
on that
is.
one.
It's
yeah.
pretty
He's got
clear.
a fucking shitty beard on his face.
Yes.
Jim has the entire staff paralyzed by fear of his power.
He does.
And that's very clear.
He does.
When you look around this room, they're all nervous. They're sweating.
Yeah.
Sam's
Whatever
beard
Jim
is
hates, I
messy.
hate.
Jim is very intimidating like that.
He is
Sam's
very
beard
bad.
is messy. And no one likes his messy
Jim,
beard.
your life is messy.
It's a disaster. But I'm not. But I don't get everyone to say it's good. They all know. If you ask would anybody like my lifestyle, they'll all go no.
What do you think
It's
of Jim's
terrible.
life, Troy?
I think it's cool.
Yo, Troy.
It is, right? Jim gives Troy hope. Troy sits there going like, I don't know at this point in my life if I should still be. And then he goes, well, Jim's still rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah,
Jim's
he's
doing
successful.
great. Yeah. He's doing awesome. So, yeah, I don't think that everybody thinks that your life is bad. Jim.
I say keep the beard, man.
I'm going to.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. I'm
and
not.
more flannels. And a fucking axe. Buy that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm adding things to me to convince people that there are masculine traits.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Oh yeah, you're very fucking waif-like and twinkish.
right, but nobody remembers because I
That's
start
right.
to look like the
Yeah, when
brawny
you
paper
shade it,
towel
yeah.
guy.
Yeah. The who?
The brawny.
Brawny paper
Oh
towel
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mess that up.
I think you said the Bernie paper towel guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do look more masculine.
Right. That's and I'm
Wait, he
trying
doesn't
to.
have a beard.
No, he doesn't. But
It's
he was
a
just.
horrible
But it's
reference.
his shirt.
I guess I think
Oh,
it,
it's the shirt.
maybe at one point he had a beard, maybe not.
Every woman wanted to fuck the brawny towel guy.
Yeah.
What?
You're wearing the exact shirt. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Bonnie, did
Every
you go
girl
through-
wanted to fuck his brains out.
He's not even a real guy.
No, but he's seen as this masculine, the brawny towel guy. Everybody knows what this. The brawny towel guy is masculine.
Bonnie, did you go through a period of time where you wanted to fuck the paper towel guy?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Every
think
guy wanted to get jerked off by Madge when we saw her putting people's hands in the liquid, and every woman wanted to fuck the brawny paper
I
towel
don't think
guy.
that every woman wanted to fuck the brawny paper.
I think
Every
so.
woman wants to
Yeah,
fucking eat
every-
this guy's cock.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
true,
that
right?
time. Yeah.
Bonnie, did you ever go through a period of your life where you wanted to eat the brawny paper towel guy's cock?
Yes.
Oh, all right, I stand corrected
that
then.
is
Maybe,
true.
maybe that is right. Travis,
Look
you
at
wanted
the-
to
on
fuck
the-
the brawny paper towel guy?
Who didn't?
Yeah.
Okay,
Click
all
on the
right.
left. On that one. Look at him. He's all handsome with his. No. Top one.
Let's see.
That's the one I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid. Right
With
there.
his mustache?
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
That's the guy women wanted to have sex
Oh
with?
my
Yeah.
God! Both,
All of them.
both
now
versions.
that you point him out, I do see the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
attraction.
That's why they'd buy the fucking towel. So
Yeah.
when the roll was empty, they could fuck themselves with it.
Yeah.
To his
just,
image.
Just look at the ripped up plastic label on it.
Yeah, they'd go through the towels quickly just to get to that tube to fuck themselves. Looking at the
Oh my God.
It's a
would hurt.
it's a drawing.
Yeah.
It's not even a real picture
Doesn't
of a
matter.
guy.
That's why that's what they use the paper towels for. It was a real fucking panty moistener. They love this guy.
Just sop up their panties with the paper towel.
Fucking sop up those wet
That's-
panties.
I don't know if your understanding of females is on point.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on that.
What happens is their vaginas get very wet.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
need paper towels to sop it up. We need to sell that.
If we could have a
Can we
logo
put a dude on the cover?
that gets the reaction, we need women sopping.
They're outdoors. Look at the outdoorsy. They're in the fucking trees.
Yeah.
There's woods behind him. He's a man doing man shit.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
These guys don't use paper towels.
No.
Maybe they're saying these are the trees we cut down to make these paper towels that you're just going to throw them all
There you
out
go.
anyway.
Yeah.
That is definitely your shirt, though, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
it looks good.
I think it's important. I think you got to remind people of your masculinity sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're Sam Roberts. It's something you have to constantly remind people.
Yeah, I don't disagree. You've been, you're twinkish.
I am.
So you're on Adam's network.
Yeah.
He's a fucking machine, Corolla.
Yeah, man.
A machine the way he
He's-
does that.
He is a machine, man.
5 shows a week, fucking,
Yeah.
or 4 shows a week, whatever it is.
Well, he does it
Yeah.
like a radio show. He left radio and immediately went into podcasting and did it
A
so that his
daily
radio
episode.
audience would have the same content
Yeah.
that they could just go right to.
Knocks it out. His army's strong, too. Shit.
Yeah.
He has a lot of people listening to his show.
Yeah, man.
But he just
Yeah.
does, he literally is just like a 1-hour radio show.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Only having to do 1 hour. It's easy. Just go in, knock it out.
Yeah. I mean,
good
with
stuff.
commercial reads and
Right.
like regular segments and bits.
Right.
Adam just talks a lot, though. He's a very good talker. He's a really good, he doesn't even need anybody there. He's just a good explainer. He's a great, great talker.
He has a lot of interest that he's obsessed with. And that's what makes him easy to just go.
Is he on
go.
the spectrum a little bit? Maybe?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He has to be. I thought of that while I was
for
doing
sure.
it with him. But it was like, because he was talking once about repairing a lawn chair.
Yeah.
And he talked about it for 15 minutes. But it was pretty interesting.
Right,
and the
right.
fact that he could keep you interested for that long, I was like, yeah, I mean, he's really good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
And autistic.
And well, that's
Yeah.
what makes him good. That's
Sure.
I mean, it's his superpower.
Yeah.
You
He's
know,
good.
he's using what he was given by God to do good.
I could never be interesting about that for more than 30 seconds, if that.
I couldn't give you that.
Or maybe I was just kind of a little compliment for myself.
Yeah, it
I like
didn't
it when
work
he
out.
was talking about this. This is the most boring topic that he talked about was a fence, and the guy made the fence in my yard, and it was crooked, right? But he was like, "No, it's not crooked because it's going with
With the land?
With the land,
Yeah.
He goes, it's straight, and he put the thing on there, and then Adam just went off on it.
Right,
He's
he goes
like-
on for
he's like-
15 minutes
Yeah,
about...
because he's like, no, you fucking idiot, it's not straight. Like that's not straight.
Right.
The level says it's straight, but it's not fucking straight. If you look at it and it's crooked, then it's fucking crooked.
Right.
Like build it to your sight. When you stand back and you see something that's a straight line, that's straight.
And you're going.
He's like, just because it's measured, everything you just listen to everything that's just but the fucking the level said it's straight, so it must be straight. And I was sitting there with my mouth open because I was like, yeah, this is what I wanted to fucking say to this guy.
Right.
Like, he wasn't listening to me, but I already paid for the fucking fence, so now it's like crooked when it's coming down the stairs. And he even pulled out the level. He's like, no, see, it's fucking straight. It's going with the land. And I was like,
because
no,
he's
dude.
saying it, you start to get even more passionate about it.
I got more mad because he was right. Because
Yeah.
I told Adam about it. He's like, yeah, fucking people that hate it when they fucking do that. Like, the house doesn't even sit straight. Everyone thinks the house is level. It's not.
Right.
Like, it's fucking crooked. Like, the wall's crooked. Your fucking TV's crooked. It's got to be crooked. You want it fucking straight? Look at it and go, is that straight?
But that's Asperger's when you're like, if I'm looking at it and it's straight, it's straight. And he's the one who's like, no, it's not straight. I got to make sure that it's over here. I got to put my level up.
Exactly.
Like, for most of us, it's straight. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
I'm good.
We don't need to get all crazy about this. It's like, everybody comes over, they look at the fence, they don't say it's crooked, you're fine.
Absolutely. Who the hell needs to sit at home and wonder if something's straight?
That's where Chip comes in.
He does.
He does, just shouting at you. Did you vote yesterday, Bonnie?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
She's Canadian.
Okay, all right,
She can't
good.
vote.
I can't vote. I'm a pedophile. No, I'm Canadian. I'm not allowed to vote.
You're not a citizen or whatever?
I'm a legal alien.
Oh. So you're one of those caravan people they keep talking about. That's tough. That's tough.
I was in there for a while, and then I said, let me get a flight.
Did you vote, Joe? Did you vote?
No, not
Me
yet.
neither.
What do you mean not yet?
I don't know. I don't know
They
what
already
not
said
yet
who
means.
won.
Not yet means I'll vote next time.
There's
not
always
yet.
next year.
Yeah. I'll do that.
I'm going to see who won. I'll vote for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try to stay away from politics mostly, though,
Yeah,
right?
man. Just stay away.
You like to get
Or
that...
keep it to myself.
Right. Get that big, broad audience.
Yeah, my sister and my dad go in and out. You know, they butt heads. I'm like, this conversation's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I care. I'm good.
Right.
I pay my taxes. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah, but things haven't been bothering you lately.
Yeah, there
about
has,
certain
but
things.
I
like,
don't want to talk about it.
Wait, Bonnie, you're supposed to be like a feminist woman who supports women.
what does that mean? Is he a woman?
No, I mean, I would just think that you were more... I know you can't vote, but were you encouraging other people to vote?
No, that was one thing that fucking irritates me.
Yeah.
What?
The
Celebrities
virtue
tongue.
signaling with the voting. It's
Right.
like, all right, I'm a grown woman. I know where my voting fucking station is.
Find out. You can go to this website and put in your zip code.
But I don't understand the people who get up every day. They see 40 tweets about go vote, and they're like, you know what? I better start telling people to vote. Well, it's
The
taking
word
care of,
is out.
I walk by the word
people
is
know.
out. I go by a fucking clothing store. It's like, don't forget to vote. It's like, stay out of it, Coles.
People
You know?
they
Come on.
get likes on it. Oh, thank you for telling people to vote. It's good that you told people to vote.
But that's why, because it's like, then I'm doing something, I'm liking somebody else's post about voting. Now they've got 4,000 likes
Right.
on it. Now they feel like they've done something. It's
right.
like,
I didn't vote, but I liked that person's I voted sticker. So it's close.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
people
I was
were
part of the
cheering
process.
people who came in with the I voted stickers
It's
on
so
and stuff.
silly.
You're like,
Yeah. It's not an accomplishment. It's just a thing. You just go and do it.
It's like, that's baseline human shit.
You're allowed to go do this if you want to. Cool.
All right, yeah, I'll go do it.
But
Yeah,
no,
and
you
it's
can't.
also
And-
like, the whole like blue no matter who and stuff. It's
yeah.
like,
What's the difference between like if you're just gonna be blind to one side?
if yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not the first person to, but it's like you're saying like vote, 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 unless you're a Republican, vote, vote,
Yeah.
vote.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what they were saying. They were like, the Democrats, we need to bring everybody together. No more separating people. Let's bring everybody together.
Well, the
and in order to do
Democrats,
that,
like, the whole
everybody
thing
vote
needs to be
Democrat.
fucking
And
burned
you're
down.
going like, what? What about the people that didn't want to? Obviously, there are other people, right? No. We could bring everybody together if you just think like me. That way,
Right.
we'll all agree.
Right, we've all got to start coming to a common ground on my side,
Right.
if that's possible.
Right. I think we'd all just be more peaceful that way.
I mean, there's things that bother me. Obviously, kids in cages.
Right. The kids in cages is, especially when you phrase it like that.
I put my kid in a cage for 2 days, and the she's still psychologically damaged. Like, do you ever read there are people who are like doing stuff like that to prove like how psychological?
What?
Like, why are you doing that to your kid?
No, just be a parent.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
I
that.
think
Like,
we can
you
all
have your kid.
imagine how that is.
Yeah,
You don't need to do
it's
it.
definitely bad.
Yeah.
Although Kimmel had Borat on his show last night, we were watching some of
It
it
was very
earlier.
funny.
It was very funny, but at one point that we didn't watch on the air, he went door to door, to talk to people about voting. And he was talking about, Borat thinks, putting Mexican kids in cages is a good thing, obviously, because he's Borat. But he was able to talk to a woman
who also agreed with him?
Agreed and said that the cages were actually better than what they had at home.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
Good
And
point.
She said Trump was giving them 3 meals a day, just like his own kids.
That's right. He is.
Oh, man.
Absolutely right.
Have we completely lost, like, any kind of empathy to other people's plight?
Well, I also think that you're thinking of cages, like if you were in a cage, you'd have to be crunched over and you'd be uncomfortable.
I'm thinking about being separated. Even the cage is less appalling to me than being separated from a child being separated from its parents.
Well, these kids got to
Don't we live
up.
in a gilded cage, though, in show business?
I mean, aren't we all in a cage?
Show
the cage
business
is
the best.
inside of us.
Like, celebrities can feel the same hurt
Sure.
that these children feel.
I get what they're going through.
If a caged bird can sing, why can't a caged child?
just poetic metaphors that make no sense. Just a guy trying to relate. I wish you'd start tweeting like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what your tweets should be, just trying to do celebrity tweets.
Right. I understand what that child feels.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's, plus adults in a cage is going to be tougher because they're short. Kids are short. They'll be more comfortable in the cage. So I think that on that level, it's okay.
And if they cry, you can just rattle it and go, shut up!
Stop that! Stop that!
I put a cage in my kid's room, just left it open, and guess what? She slept in there. So
For you, it would be hard to be
just saying.
separated from your daughter. It would be hard.
For you.
It would be torture. Absolute torture.
In another country.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Honestly, it's just.
We'd be wondering if she
sickening.
was scared.
That's the thing. You don't know what's going on.
My dog is crate trained, though. And the dog loves it. And so we'll leave the house, and the dog will go up in the cage, and she'll be super happy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I always say,
Great comparison.
it might be like that.
Absolutely.
Some of these kids run to the cage.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Yeah. Like, I have a kid.
Once
I'm
they get
thinking,
used to it, once they get the treats,
Right.
there's no stopping.
Where are
them.
all the toys?
Yeah. Hey,
In the
there's-
cage.
There's ice cream in the cage.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What? Get
yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Three hots in a cot.
You
little
lock the
fuckers.
cage up, and there's no refrigerator. It's all mounted.
It's been in there for
Stay
a
in the
day.
fucking cage.
Shut up. Rattle, rattle, rattle.
With the metal cup.
Right.
Clank, 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 clank.
But they're not doing the cage stuff anymore, are they? They stopped. I think.
They're still separating kids. They plan to separate the kids again with this group.
Were they doing it too? Part of this, they said they were doing it at least because of human trafficking, and some people were bringing kids that weren't theirs.
I don't believe that. I think that the guy from the head of ICE was saying that his justification is that if you break the law, you get separated from your kids. You go to jail and you get separated from your kids. So
Right.
that's what they're doing.
What
But
should
it's-
they do with them though? If they break the law,
Send them all back together.
Well, the thing is, are they breaking the? I thought you were allowed to come here if you needed what's it called?
Asylum?
Asylum, yeah.
But you
Oh,
got
they
to
gotta
apply
apply
for asylum.
Well, there's a problem at the border too, where they've applied and then they're waiting weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's a different system than it was. As far as I know, I don't know everything about it, obviously, but just let's not. Can we just, as a people, not separate kids from their parents?
But
Yeah,
this
man.
this caravan of people.
what do
they're
you do
going-
if you? Sorry, what do you do if you go out and rob a bank and you got your kid in the? What are they?
But I don't think
What do
it's
they
a
say, go
criminal
home?
offense anyway. I don't.
robbing a bank? Yes, it is.
No, I don't think.
I know the law, Bonnie.
Absolutely. Watch Dog Day Afternoon, then get back to me.
I love the Jimmy head tilt.
That's right.
Also,
That's
they've
right.
lost track of kids. They can't find the kids.
There's so
you know.
many.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's some of them are babies.
Bunch of bad kids who don't know how to listen. Get back to the cage. Little brat.
So
Spoiled
wrong.
brat.
Yeah, I mean, I get both sides. I get what you're saying, Jim.
Yeah. I don't do the head somewhere.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, get back there. Yeah. I mean, it's tough to do. The caravan, though, with all the people coming over, that they say they're going to separate
Caravan
again.
sounds fun, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean,
But
Not a
they're
1,200-mile walk, though.
unbelievable.
yeah. How
Do you know
many
how
kids?
shitty your life has to be to sneak into Mexico?
How many?
I mean, it
God,
is,
no shit.
How many kids are really going to be with those people? The kids can't walk 800 miles.
It's
There's no way. There'll be like 15 people that show up here by the time it's all done. It's not gonna,
It's really it's so sad and tragic, and I hope that I hope that we can have some empathy for these people. I'm not gonna cry.
Well, then you should have voted, Bonnie.
I know.
You should have
Absolutely.
voted. Should have let your voice be heard.
Yeah, instead
Damn
of
it.
putzing around in your ivory tower.
That's right.
My
Telling all
me
us how to
bubble.
live our lives.
I'm just floating around in me bubble.
Yeah, it's
I don't feel bad I didn't vote. I didn't care that much.
right.
About what? Anything?
Just who was
What
running.
about LGBT rights?
I care about those. They're
Why?
nice. Just I think I don't like to see anybody mistreated.
Oh, I see. I see. Especially when you're dating them.
Well, you know,
Right.
and working with them.
Travis. Yeah, I don't know. You just read these statistics about people who don't vote.
Yeah.
And it seems, and you're like, how could this many people not be voting? But then if you're part of the statistic that's not voting, it seems like gross. You know what I mean? It seems like you're part of the problem.
Sure.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proud to
Yeah.
not vote.
Well, fuck.
I didn't get a
voted.
sticker, though. So,
Why
But then
not?
we don't know.
exactly.
So you're a fucking liar.
That was it for
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
Gotta have
what'd
the
you put
sticker.
on Instagram?
No
Gotta have
selfie,
that
no
sticker,
sticker.
man.
Oh,
You
is
gotta
that
do
the-
cute-
the
you gotta
inst-
do a selfie with the sticker on your cheek.
Yeah, I was going to put it on my thumb
I
and then stick
voted.
my thumb up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it.
Or like,
America.
Wow, and wouldn't that be
Wow,
really
a
giving
little
it to the
edgy.
man?
Or you
Middle finger.
Put it on your fist. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to stick it on one finger and then put the other finger up, and that makes a peace sign.
Yes.
Because I voted for peace.
Yes, man.
Yeah, but no sticker.
No.
So I don't even know if it counted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the suburb, so I don't. I don't even think.
Yeah,
they
the
bother with
sticker's
that
like your
stuff.
receipt. You don't have it, bro.
I don't have the receipt.
But no one
Yeah.
holds the receipt up and shows everybody.
Look what I did.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
What a fine citizen.
Right.
Well, isn't there something like believe all men? So we have
Yes.
to just believe him that he voted.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Should be that way.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yes.